Hello, welcome to Stretch and Relax, or this could possibly be for yoga if you wanted that too. And so, what I'd like to focus on in this sequence is twisting. So twisting the body in many different ways, and using that to fully benefit our body. And so what I think of when I think of twisting is I think of cleansing the inner body. And I've just got that in my head, and I've started to practice twisting to help cleanse my body. And so in many different ways. Sometimes it means that my digestion needs it. Sometimes I'm just feeling negative, or I feel not great, and I feel that twisting can help me. And so I wanted to pass that on to you and see if you can find that and see if you agree with my ideas at all. How magical, how awesome twisting can be. And so within this sequence today, there is about 6 different little twist ideas along the way. And I also want to really emphasize how to twist from the lower body and then move it up into the upper body, okay? So getting that spiral from the bottom to the top. So that's pretty cool. Also, but first, what you want to feel when you are twisting the body is grounding. You know how we've been working on grounding a little bit last week? I wanted to bring that in because I realize that is so important. So when you are going to go into a spine twist, you want your foundation, so let's make my fist the foundation. You want your foundation to be strong and really centered down to the earth. And then you're going to be able to twist more efficiently right down low first, and then take it up. So if you can be patient with me a little bit today as I teach you through some twists, I want to hopefully give you some good ideas. And I'm wondering if you will feel better within your body, within your attitude at the end of this. So there we go. So what you might start in is the open butterfly. Maybe you're already there. I have a little padding, just a blanket just in case, things like that. I'm going to reach out and share with you my orange essential oil. I just picked it up one day. It's not that expensive. It's like lemon oil, but it's orange oil, and I love it. So when I think of cleansing, I think of strengthening the immune system, and that connects me to oranges. So I'm just going to add that in a little bit, add a little fresh scent. So we should have that around. Small suggestion. Awesome. All right, here we go. So I'm just using this now. We're thinking first to ground to the earth. Okay. So I'm going to use my butterfly to open through the hips. And also there will be so much spine movement today. Okay. A lot of twisting in the spine, obviously. So I want to wake up the spine. So what I'm going to do is actually take my pillow and set it aside for now, maybe use it again later, and move the spine here. You've done this one with me many times. I take a hold of my ankles, really strong, and I use that to pull my body forward. Good. And I sit tall and I practice curling back. So inhale up, exhale, curl back. And you can do this in your own way. Anything that makes sense. Just see if you can get the spine to move a bit from the bottom to the top. And so the next one, very obvious, you might suspect this one. I want to do windshield wipers. It's a good warm-up twist. Okay, so the hands go back, and the feet are about hip-width apart. And you begin to drop the knees to one side, and the head turns the other way. And then lifting and taking it to the other side. So that gentle twist of the windshield wipers, sweeping it across. Inhaling up, and exhaling across. I want to feel grounded, I thought we should come to our backs a little bit and just open up the legs, stretch the legs a little bit. So I have a short sequence on our back here right now. So you just make yourself comfortable on your back and have your knees bent, feet are hip width apart. You lay on down. Eyesight is most likely up unless you need to peek over at me if you're in that position. But choose your first leg and draw it in, hold behind the thigh. Deep breath here. And just straighten and bend that leg. And so each time I straighten it, I'm actually going to push it into my hands and press it away from me. And then I'm going to bend it and draw it in. So playing with that a few times. So now pushing the legs straighter and away, come up into your foot and your ankle and circle that around. Circle it both ways. Just relaxing your foot. You can move the whole leg around here and there. Deep breath there. Nice. And let's do the other leg. So set that down and switch and pull the second leg in. Hold behind your thigh and begin to straighten slowly and bend. And so what you might practice is when you straighten it, push it away from you into your hands. And when you bend, draw it into your chest, just above. Now pushing it a little straighter, feel up into your ankle now. So move it around. Wherever it goes is fine. Relax the foot, and I feel the movement now in the hips. So shifting the leg around here and there. Deep breath. So a little wake up for the legs. Now I'm going to pull the knees in and roll us up to seated. And now we're going to sit cross-legged. Okay, or you sit in whatever way brings you tall, because I want to do a little upper body movement. So I reach out, I get my pillow. I like cross-legged at the moment, so I'm going to tuck the pillow in. But change your legs anytime you need in order to have this tall, lifted body. And you also want to feel that grounding to the earth. It's kind of neat to put your hands there, pressing down, centering down so you can move from that strong base. So begin with just some neck turns, the top of the twist, the top of your spine. Just turn and look to each side, like you're trying to peek over each shoulder. Take a smooth breath through that. And then centering it out, we're going to move into the arms, sweep the arms up to the sky, inhale up, and then exhale it down. And then one more of those, inhale, reaching up, and exhale it down. The next one is the open heart, so your hands come to your chest, inhale, open it back, exhale, pressing forward. Inhale, rolling it back. Exhale, curl. Let's do one more of those. Inhale and exhale. Nice. And then centering it out. Ready for the side bends. We're going to inhale up first. So inhale, sweep to the sky. And then exhale over, maybe to your right first, stretching long. And let's keep flowing. Inhale, reaching up. So moving that spine around here, you feel that? Waking up that movement. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Do one more side, one more time. Inhale. And exhale. And then bring that down. All right, here comes twist number 2. So you bring your fingertips forward and you're going to go into a circle back. It's my creative name. You're going to inhale up, exhale, bring it around. Moving through that twist and around. So I use this hand on the floor a lot. Notice that if that makes sense for you. Inhale, press yourself back, turn. Nice, let's do that again. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, turn. Here we go, keep it flowing. Make it yours. Feel that waist turn, open shoulder. One more time each side. So there's twist number 2. All right, so the next thing is I want to keep the spine moving, waking it up. So we're going to do a little hands and knees right now. So you turn your body around to tabletop. You can be facing me if you wish. I'm going to turn sideways. And you're going to move your spine. So create that tabletop first. And following your breath, release down, inhale. And then exhale, curl it up. So you might just close your eyes and allow your spine to move, wake it up. Do one more time. And then centering it out. So coming back to your seat, I know we'll do knees one more time, and we're going to come back there, but not yet. Let me peek at what we're doing. I got it. So this is teaching another twist. So this is more teaching how to twist deeply. Okay. So what I would love is if you have your legs like this and notice down to your feet. So here's the grounding. Make sure your toes and feet are strong, really pressing down. So you got that. And how do you twist down here more? Okay, so it's like you're gently wringing out your body. Okay, so I want you to notice how your knees are lined up together, or if they're not, make sure you have your knees lined up. And notice this. So if you turn one direction, does this knee follow? Okay, so I'm going to turn this way, and this knee and hip most likely will kind of follow back. And I center, and I turn this way, and maybe you notice that this knee and hip follow that. Okay. Come out of that. Good. So here's the twist and what I want to add on. So bring your right hand back, and you twist, and let the knee and hip follow. Your hand comes to your leg here. So it's just a little mini twist, please, and lift up tall. Now I want you to look back at those knees and see if you can draw this one more forward so it's again lined up with that one. So you get this little deep twisting action if you can find that. Deep breath here. Good. And then ease out of that. So again, the other side. I want you to feel the knee follow and then see if you can draw the knee back forward. So inhale up, exhale, heading back this way. Let the knee follow with you, the hip move back, and then notice that. Can you bring your knee more forward? Now I'm so sorry, if you're looking at this and not quite understanding, just let it go. It's not deeply important. I have more ways to show this. I wonder if it would help for me to have my body turn sideways sometime. I might try that, but not right now. Let me stick with this. And then unwind. Good. Adding in a little windshield wiper here. This is just a little extra moment, an extra twist. One more time each side. Nice. So now coming to seated, we're going to do a little neck rolling, the top of the twist. So my pillow just keeps coming and going. Whenever I need it, I tuck it in for comfort. And let your hands relax onto your lap and your head drops down. And you begin to roll really sweet and easy to each shoulder. Inhale up, exhale down. Relax into this a few times. Close your eyes. Relax through the shoulders. So I'm going to guide you to one side. So maybe it's your right side that you end up on. Your head hangs to that side. Your right hand comes down and you move over into a side bend. So here's the next twist. It's going to be the curl and sweep that you've done with me before, I believe. So inhale up, exhale, curl, and then sweep it open. Here is your beautiful twist, right on back. So 2 more of those. Take your time. So inhale as you open up the body of the twist. Exhale as you curl into it. I'm going to do one more time. And then centering out. Right on in the center. Let your head tip the other way and side bend it that direction. With your breath, inhale up, exhale, sweep it forward. Your inhale will guide you open into a beautiful twist. So continue with that a couple more times or whatever feels right for you. Breathing through it, letting it cleanse out your body. Feel it through inner and outer body. Centering out when you're done. Okay, so now here's where we get to practice a slow one-knee twist. I have the pillow. I'm using the pillow because I want my hips to be lifted, and I'll have you bend your right knee. The left leg is long. So you may be very familiar with this twist, but I would love you to slow down with me and let me teach it in a slow manner. Because I want to twist from here again, slowly up the body. And so getting that little action of wringing out your lower body. So with your knee bent right next to the other leg, see that? You're going to notice this. This is your foundation leg. So this is that leg that's pressed down strong, the base of your twist, the base of your spiral. So keep that beautiful strong. Nice. Okay, so just interlace your fingers like this and stay forward with me. So here's this interesting idea. I'm going to inhale up. Exhale, try my best to twist my lower stomach, but not turn my shoulders. Okay, so you can check this out. I'm going to turn low and try to keep my shoulders turning forward. It doesn't always work. It's kind of weird. And then release, but you're trying to get that little right down in there. One more time like that. Inhale, exhale. So small, turning just a little bit down low, keeping your shoulders moving forward. Okay, so now we'll start moving into a little more. So I'm going to hook this hand and take your right hand back and press tall. That's pretty important. And now still starting off low, you can take the twist a little further. Shoulders roll back and down. Your chest is lifted up to the sky. Take a deep breath there. Keeping that, turn through the neck a couple times. It's a good moment for that. Looking front and then looking back. And this could be perfect. We're going to release off of that one for a moment, and you might experiment to see if you can still get a lifted, open twist. Your foot can stay here. It might hop over. Does not have to. It could end up still being the hand. Often I like just the hand because it keeps me more lifted, shoulders back. On some days I want to teach this. Maybe you like the elbow, and you can push a little more deeply into a twist. I'm going to bring my arm down. Keeping that, turn your head. Slowly back to front, front to back. And feel that deep, deep twist. And breathing into that and using that to gently cleanse your body. And then ease off of that, unwind, and we slowly get to try the second side out. So notice the foundation of the leg on the ground. Wrap your fingers around. So again, now going this way, you want to start from the bottom. Inhale up. Exhale, see if you can turn just your belly button, and your shoulders try to turn forward. It doesn't always work, but I'm going to do it one more time. Inhale, exhale, that deep, sweet twist. I would love if you let me know later, did this help you? Did you get the idea of that low twist? Okay, so now I'm going to take this hand back, hook a hand. I already started to do that, I know. Hook a hand and feel it a little more. Inhale the heart up. Exhale, let it twist a little bit more. Keeping that, just turn your head maybe a couple times. This is a little workout for the arm, shoulder. So laying back, you could keep the hook of the hand. Definitely know that is perfect. Maybe you put the foot over the top. Maybe you hook the elbow. Now this one is not the one I always do. I'm just making sure you see it. I often end up with a foot next to, and I go between hand and elbow for myself, because more important than the elbow is that I'm lifted and comfortable in my spine. So twisting from the bottom to the top, slowly rotating the head front, and then turning to look back. And do a little inhale as I look front, and then exhale as I turn to look back. And then lay back and unwind. Good. Now let's see where I go from there. Yes, this is where we get to come to hands and knees again, and we'll do just a little bit more intensity. I want to do thread the needle, and then a little lunge in between. So if you want the padding under your knee, take a moment to do that. I'm going to face you for this thread the needle and have your knees pretty wide. Okay, watch if you've never seen it before, but join me if you like. You thread one arm through into this very interesting twist. Relax your head down. Breathe deeply into it. You can use the other hand, the fingers on the floor, to gently press that twist a little bit more with care. And then unthreading that, centering. And we'll take a moment for a lunge just to vary things a bit. So bring your right leg through into a lunge, bring it far enough forward. Lifting your body up and just moving it a couple times. Nice. And then taking that back. All right, hands and knees. I go for the wide knees again, and I thread the second arm through. Relax your head down. Take a breath or two here. And then unthreading that, centering out. You bring your second leg through, your left leg, walk it through, and just taking a moment with a lunge. It doesn't have to be that long. Forward and back a few times. My goal was to make this a 20-minute video, and now it's going just a little bit beyond that. I have one more important stretch that I want to teach. Because if you're going to do twisting, you have to bring in the laying on your back deep twist, don't you think? So that will be our last one. All right, so I'm going to take it back, move stuff out of my way, lay on down. So what I'm going to suggest is the one knee twist. You can do any twist you want though. The one knee twist. Let's see, what leg should I do? I'm going to take my right leg, bend it. I reach the other one long. And I use that to shift my hips underneath me for a moment. I see if I can get centered and grounded down in this hip. And draw that knee. The foot can stay tucked in like that, or maybe it ends up coming over. Just depends on how it feels. And your head, your eyesight looks up first, and then maybe a little bit the other way. So my right knee is across, my right arm is going to open really big. Breathe deeply into that. Take a few moments there. Close your eyes. Letting go of anything you don't need. Imagine that it can just wash away, wash away. All right, easing out of that. Getting the hips underneath. We have one more side to do. So you take a moment, bend the knee, get the hips underneath you,
And draw that knee across. Take a moment to set it up the way you like it. Your head turns gently away. So I love this twist. It's so much. It's right from that toe, the toes that are reaching way down there, all the way up to the top of your head and everything in between. Breathing softly into your whole body. Relax, let go, relax, let go. And then slowly unwinding, bending the knees, taking the hips underneath you, and drawing your legs into your body. And then rolling on up, taking a seat. And I'll leave it at that, come right back to butterfly and say thank you so much for twisting with me.